Greetings once again, multiversal soul familia, and welcome back. This is yet another rising energy forecast, receiving the quiet wisdom of the earth as today begins with a soft spiral pull inward. Yes, inward. As if the earth herself is gently cupping our hearts in her hands. The planetary grids are humming in the background, not in chaos, but in recalibration. Never one and done, just like healing. They kind of go hand in hand, so it seems. A call to stillness, so the subtle can speak. Let's go into this geomagnetic overview, and then we will move along. Two other messages. The KP index remains moderately elevated from last night's minor G2 storm activity, with active conditions expected to persist through early afternoon. Auroras remain visible in high latitudes across parts of Canada, Scandinavia, and New Zealand's South Island. Solar wind speeds are beginning to taper, but charged particles continue to graze Earth's magnetosphere from a high-speed stream linked to a southern corona hole. My corona. Anyways, moving along. Expect some tech interference, mild sleep disturbances, and heart chakra recalibration. Let your morning unfold slowly. Breathe through any dizziness or disorientation as your multidimensional body adjusts. You're integrating high-frequency downloads from both Source and Soulstar family. You may feel a strong pull to withdraw from distractions. Honor this. Even in silence, you are participating in sacred communication. And just because you may need to withdraw for a short period of time, doesn't mean that it's any offense or disrespect towards those you love and love being around, just because it is that appropriate time for you to withdraw. Those who seek to love you unconditionally with that agape omni love will more than understand, beloveds. If anything, if they really knew, if they could see what you could see, and if they were a true friend, they would likely see that dizziness and disorientation and be like, bro, sis, you just need a break. You need a break. Going into midday, the sacred art of listening. Witnessing. By midday, noticing a thinning of the veils, not in a dramatic sense, but through synchronicities, emotional transparencies, or revelations in conversation, which I have been recently sharing that not all experiences I've had in this lifetime have been comfortable, pleasant, easy, soft. Look, we may be malleable, but we were not soft in other senses of the word. Alright. This is how we become fortified, while somehow also getting away with not looking our age. Somehow it makes us stronger, but keeps us looking younger. Explain that. Explain that. This is a time to listen between the lines, and we're not talking about facial lines either. We barely have those as well. But yes, a time to listen between the lines, to the tone, the eyes, and yes, of course, the silence. This midday is less about asserting our insights and more about holding the space for others to unfold theirs. The law of one teaches that to teach is to learn, and to learn is to listen without condition. Every sacred conversation today is an opportunity to deepen our own mastery. Planetary energy flow consists of an interplanetary magnetic field, which is called an IMF, has slightly calmed, though sensitive souls may still feel pressure in the crown and third eye. Auroras may extend farther south if a secondary wave strikes from the trailing edge of the solar stream. Solar flare potential is low, though a small Earth-facing sunspot is showing signs of new magnetic complexity. Yes, so keep an ear out for later dates. Pause before offering advice, and this goes for all of you, even if you went to school for that but didn't finish. Yes, do please pause before giving advice. Yes. But keep an eye out for those talking smack and making it sound like advice, when all they're really doing is telling on themselves over and over and over and over again. Especially those who constantly have enemies and ops. And we're looking around like, what even is that? What even is that? We don't have enemies over here. Okay, maybe a solar flare. But enemies, ops, nah. Sounds like somebody spent entirely too much time playing video games and didn't actually grow up. Breathe deeply before replying, or just listen. No need to reply to that nonsense. There's no need to respond to the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. It's all small stuff. Tune your inner ears to hear what the heart of another might not know how to say out loud. This is a day of energetic diplomacy, beloveds. By the demonstrations of the United States, it seems as though some of humanity has forgotten what that is and what it looks like. Oh, goodness. We are both the mirror and the medicine. Beloveds. And when I say beloveds, sir, ma'am, as a reminder, it is not a scam. Let's go on into the evening forecast. Patience, presence, and power of mutual reach is the theme for that. Oh yeah. If you can manage. Because from what I've observed, some of humanity cannot manage. yet. Perhaps it's just not their time. As evening descends, so too does the invitation to rest our striving. There's nothing to prove, only love to anchor. We may feel nudged to reconnect with someone we haven't spoken to in a while. Not from urgency, but from resonance. Be highly selective in who you believe that may be. Because some of humanity is why we've been isolating from the ones we have been meant to be offering our presence to without pretense. Yeah, we're not meant to ascend in isolation. We are meant to reach out. Respond if someone reaches out for us. This is the sacred currency of connection. The geomagnetic field is expected to return to quieter conditions overnight. The Schumann resonance shows intermittent pulses, suggesting collective emotional release and heart coherence upgrades. Sometimes, dream time may bring ancestral messages or even mission recalibrations. Have your dream journal nearby. And that was a confirmation nudge from my fur baby in the background. Let's move along now to the anchoring transmission as we draw this message to a close. A prayer to Source. The consciousness to connect deeper with a prayer of patience. Sacred contact here. O beloved source of all life, we come to you not rushing but rooting, not pleading but present. We thank you for this day of balance, where listening becomes love, where silence became wisdom, where practice became the path. Teach us to wait with grace, to hear the whispers beneath the words, and to hold space for others as we wish to be held. Let us remember that every hand reached out is a thread you have spun in the great weaving of us all. Bless those who are afraid to speak. Bless those who reach out awkwardly, and those brave enough to try again. In this circle of souls, may we become both student and teacher, healer and healed, eyes open and heart unclenched. May our patience be a portal to peace. May our listening birth worlds. May our love be known through presence alone. So it is. So we breathe, and so we continue. Aho, aho, aho. And so it is, so it is, so it is. 1414 on the timer as we drew that to a close. We are now going to take a look at 1414 as an angel number, and that will be the final close. Let's take a look. Our angels from within are begging us to trust them. A reminder, we're going through the trials that we need to succeed. And we don't have to go through it alone. Part of succeeding is allowing our angels to guide us as a light. The number 11 repeating, as the number 1 is repeating, rather, wants us to keep our thoughts about everything we encounter as positive as possible. Remember that we are in charge of our future, that we are creating. So keep it positive. Even when communicating about not so cozy experiences. Just as yesterday I shared on experiences that were not so lollipops and unicorns and rainbows. And that's okay. It's how we communicate them. All right. The time has come for us to focus on improving our life rather than dwelling on their smelly, petty things that will get us nowhere. And they know this. They know this because it's not getting them anywhere. That's the part that they don't say out loud. Oh, goodness. Our angels, our guardian angels, are encouraging us to forge ahead with people and things that are not, to forge ahead away from people and things that are not worth our time. If in the past small things would rouse up tempers, this is the time for us to focus on what is best for us. And they don't get to dictate that, no matter how powerful they think they are. Laugh it off, beloveds. Oh, we love a good laugh. Yes, we do. Our guardian angels are urging us to remain in this state for as long as possible, because it will continue to enable us to discover ourselves and see right through others. It is our choice to live a peaceful and happy life. And if we have to fight over others to have it, they are not worth fighting for. Especially if they love it when others fight over them or about them. We are being led by this number, by our guardian angels, to a life that doesn't just come from the sky. We have to work at it because there are things that do not go away easily. They will roam in our orbit until we get rid of them permanently. To achieve a specific type of peace and balance in our lives, we need to work harder to ensure that we only allow grown-up influences and making grown-up decisions. And we can still be childlike and see things in childlike awe. And also perceive certain situations through the eyes of a child much more effectively than with the eyes of an adult. Here, discern, and accept who you are, and be confident in everything you indulge in. What we don't indulge in is someone else's version of us, someone else's story. As this angel number also reminds us of the importance of eliminating negative things in our lives, including bad friends, the wrong jobs, habits, and even bad relationships. Letting go of everything that is preventing us from realizing our highest potential. But remain optimistic. Positive thoughts, because the universe taps into that to send positive energies. Not the word vomit that others may spew from time to time on a name that no longer, and in some cases never has, applied to us. Positive energies will motivate us to work harder than ever before. And always, always, always be careful what you wish for. Our thoughts are very powerful. And if we think mostly about bad things, the said bad things will manifest in our lives. But if we think about good things will take charge. Our relationships will improve. Or the right relationships will come along. The right partnerships, the right spouses, the right friendships, ones who will not bring more issues, ones who will not be on board hurt and sorrow in our love lives, as that's never a good thing. If it's not working, it's time to break things off and move on. And yes, this is an unusual message for a morning forecast, but beloveds, even if I don't like it, it's in the orbit. And as a true messenger, we don't get to skip messages. We don't get to skip cards. We don't get to pick and choose the ones being shown that are meant to be shared. Speaking of sharing, it's time to pick someone you deem close to your heart. Pick someone who shares almost the same characteristics as you. Because for some of the collective, this number is stated clear as a bell. It is time to get the right partners in a family dynamic, in your vocation, and in all aspects of life. So it is, and so it shall be, fortified, protected, and blessed. Making decisions and choices that bring us closer to achieving our goals. Listening only to our instincts and doing as they tell us. Those instincts, those are our guardian angels and inner temple angels, the good guys making decisions alongside with us that best suit us. Desist from procrastination, as it is the enemy of progress. And thank you so very much for tuning in. Multiversal Soul Amelia, with much gratitude and appreciation. My heart chakra to yours. Brightest of blessings on this reset